Oh, good morning, Ty. How you doing? Alright guys, so welcome to day 8, track 5. We drove 6 hours last night. We got ourselves a cheap little motel, parked the car outside, freaking locked it up, and I'm not gonna forget the stupid the cable going through the thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing unlocked. We're gonna head over to Dennys, get some food, then we're gonna head over to the track, yeah? Yeah. So since we're in California, we have freaking we have shorts on now, yeah? Look at Ty's chicken legs. Look at his legs.
Look at that.
Compared to, look at those beasts. That one's a big dog now.
Those are like
clutch.
4 inches shorter. Want to do a compare?
Yeah.
Want to do a side by side? Length
little length.
Hip to hip.
Look at that. Trevi and Ty's knees, huh? But anyhow, we're gonna go grab some food. We're gonna get to the track. I think we're gonna be the first ones there. Probably not. Actually, Chelsea's already there. He's sleeping outside.
It was like,
do it again.
perfect.
That's how. That's how we got in and out. Now, Dennys is like a new road trip thing because we got freaking $6 Grand Slam, but
Super Slammers.
here it's probably a $12 Grand Slam.
Comedy tax.
Probably.
Comedy
Yeah.
tax.
Felt good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I heard that.
Felt great.
I wish I could do
Yeah, Dennys. So we're gonna get one of these little stretchy-os, and we're going to try to hit another driver when we're tandeming. Which one do you think we're gonna get? We got a SpongeBob. All right. Well, we got to hit the road. We're late. Or a ball. We throw a ball. Do you think that the kids are gonna take this before I have a chance?
Absolutely. I thought you were getting it
For the kids.
for the kids. Yeah.
I mean, I'll give it to them.
Yeah.
But only after we give it a try first.
Give someone a smacky smack. How's your drive down?
Amazing.
All
We just
5 miles
cruised
ago.
in at 62 miles an hour, you know, right under the ticket limit.
Yeah.
Didn't stop, didn't even have to get diesel. Just straight from Tucson to here.
A big boy. Big boy 600 miles an hour.
6.0 liters of America.
That's what you do. Say, ready to try it?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Dan's the only one that's knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on everything.
Since he broke the Z, been doing fine. But
Yeah, I tried to get all my bad luck out of the way right off the bat.
Right, yeah.
So I could have some fun times.
Solid. So there may or may not, I'm not saying which, be some nice pitting area over there.
Oh, the concrete one? Yeah, I'm going to drive near the front.
Yeah.
How's your drive?
It was actually scary and sketchy because just like everybody else, we were pretty freaking tired and falling asleep.
Yeah.
Because I think you guys made it maybe 10 minutes further down the road than we did. Yeah. Like we looked at where you guys were this morning. It's like, oh, they're just down the road from where we stayed. So, yeah, it was rough, wasn't it? It was rough.
It wasn't too bad. I was editing a video. I looked over at Ty. He was falling asleep.
I was doing a couple of days, you know?
Yeah, I looked over him and his eyes were closed. I was like, Ty, hey.
No, I was doing
all right.
these, you know,
Yeah.
the
I was
long
like,
pause.
I got a
The
little
long
scared.
pause.
No, there was one where I was driving by Braille for a bit there, and I was like, no, I need to stop. A couple of times we stopped and did walks around, you know what
And
I mean?
then so Fielding ran out of fuel.
Yeah, so I had to push him down the highway. That was fun.
Like 2 miles.
Well,
or
he was
something?
like, he pulled out the fuel can, and I'm like, I'm not driving to the gas station, coming back, having to drive all the way down the highway, turn around, come back. I'm like, is there any structure in the back of your car? And he's like, not really. And I'm like, let's try. So I go up, dunked against the back of his car, and then he's like, oh, that's okay, that'll work. I just started pulling gears.
Yeah.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. We're up in a third gear doing 40 something miles an hour.
Yeah.
With me pushing the hyperdrive car.
That's crazy. So, what's nuts about Luke and T over here is you guys are actually from Australia. They run a track in Australia. Their kids are obviously from Australia. and it's just crazy. They got their whole family, all their stuff in this 4-door sedan. They bought the car in Los Angeles, drove it to Florida, and then drove it back to Texas. San Francisco.
We bought it in San Francisco, Lake Tahoe, LA, Miami, and then back and onto this trip. I did a couple of drift days before the trip started. I blew up an engine before the trip started. It's been wild. So
Yeah. So Luke's it's just nuts that they're literally from Australia doing all this stuff in the United States. We got Mesker over here. He stole the shade.
Yeah, shade's the best.
So
There's like, you could go in front of me.
I think we might have some room for some shade. We got Adam. I think his car's been relatively reliable this whole time.
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean, other than suspension and his bumper flying off.
a couple tie rods, couple body pieces. Other than that, it's been good. Yeah, fun car.
Like super reliable. Engine-wise, no issues. Deviated the tire. I was freaking scared, so I hit the inside of the rumble strip over there with the front passenger, and it like wiped on it, and I thought like then the car went like this, which was really weird, and you heard like a big scratch, but I got lucky. It just the back. So the RPF ones are 10.5s, and these are 255s. So, and I don't even know how much pressure we had on them, but basically deviated the tire, so we should be good. So I was really scared though. Broke it, yeah, look at this. So we melted some stuff. That's a vent tube, yeah. So we should be good. I think we're okay. As long as the brake still works.
We live? We good? We good? Yeah. My e-brake is having some issues. I pulled it and it just squeezed. Kinked the line somehow. And anyway, we were coming over here to look at it, and the car was right here where my green tea was. The tire was right here, and I was sitting like this. Luke, now every car that comes through here makes me nervous. Backy, and we're like, whoa, okay. I felt his exhaust on my shirt, so we should.
Matt.
No, it was Luke.
It was Luke.
Oh, but this happened?
No, this is the beginning. So Luke does the sick backy, and we're like, oh, we probably shouldn't be sitting here. And we put the wheel back on with 3 lug nuts. I was like, June, don't worry about the 5th lug nut or the 4th lug nut. Just put 3 on and we'll move it over there. Yes, it was. This is where
we were pitted.
So I get out of the car. I walk to about right here. And I'm just kind of standing here. June's standing right there. And Matt spins out. The guy in the Corolla comes careening down, hits where that pole is missing, like way deep. Like his bumper was into the fence. The pole goes, whoo, hits my B-pillar, dents the living crap out of it, rotates around, breaks my brake headlight, breaks my origin fender, breaks all the mounting tabs for my bumper, and goes flying and ends up past that trash can over there. Larry Chen's Supra was parked right here. It did say Larry Chen's Supra, and that is really what matters to me. And nobody died, which is also a very good thing. So now, instead of everything being solidly mounted like that, now everything is just loose. It broke the tab that kind of holds everything together. Scratched right there, chipped it right here, chipped it right there. But then it did this. This was the initial impact. We pulled this out already. Only I can total my car in a parking lot without even being in it.
I mean, at least it still runs.
Yes, it still runs.
That's a really good
so
thing.
we were
and
able
you have really cool looking seats.
Yeah, I do love those. Things are okay. So that's a bummer. But yeah, that's what happened. Nobody died.
Nobody died.
Nobody died. High five to nobody died.
First day of beautiful California, Trev.
Oh man, California is really nice. I love visiting here, but I would hate to live here just because of all of like the laws with cars and how much it costs. Everything's super expensive, except for this little taco and burrito place, this little Mexican restaurant. Literally, it's like 0.6 miles from the track. All little back roads through basically like little houses and stuff. And it seems like it's gonna be really good. I'm gonna go grab me the drinks. We're gonna go back to the track. They're doing a little go-kart challenge right now, and then kind of the goal is to have Chelsea Denofa actually drive my car, see what he thinks of it. Obviously, FD driver that drives Mustangs. So we're gonna first eat this and then get back to the track. that's what I'm saying.
It's got plenty of grip, dude. It's just lazy as it's a big, heavy car.
Yeah.
So like, you need something to be able to get on the gas before everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the problem. Like, when you're chasing, they'll pull away every time you have to get on the gas.
Yeah.
Because you can't get it going. Like, the whole time, like, in every turn, I was like this on the clutch while I was floored, just to get it to come up beforehand, like way beforehand. Yeah. It's probably just the pump gas. I mean, it's a 2J with a small turbo.
Yeah.
Does it have like big cams or something?
Stock cams.
Yeah, it's weird.
And a log manifold, so it's not the best flowing type of thing either, but
yeah. It should spool fast though with a log.
Yeah.
Once it's in power, it's got plenty of forward drive.
Yeah.
But it's got, these cars have a pretty good amount of instant forward, and it's hard to overcome that with the power band.
Yeah.
Now I'm like realizing this EcoBoost that I'm building might be like this.
Yeah. So what do you think of the chassis though? Like the steering and everything?
It's good. The steering is a little too parallel for me.
Mm.
Like it waddles, and like when you add angle, it kind of backs the car up and does some other things. So like for me, I don't know if it has adjustable Ackerman or something, but
yeah,
if it did, I would have more toe out at lock.
Okay.
Just to have it be easier to drive. It'll also be faster that way.
So it's pretty much zero toe all the way around right now, just for street driving. So
yeah.
So you think if I added some toe in the front, some toe out?
Yeah, just go to a 1/2 inch of toe out and make sure that you can't, obviously not when you're driving on the street.
Yeah.
That'll simulate if you can change the Ackerman and make it better.
Okay.
Because you can have the aggressive Ackerman but have zero, and then it will toe out as you get lock. Because like when I entered here, like as I added angle, it kind of just pivoted the car back.
Yeah.
And I had to fight that to stop it from crashing into stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I kind of feel that, and I've almost kind of got used to that, and I feel like that almost lets me kind of go backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
In a way, but
that's the wrong way to go backwards.
Yeah.
In my eyes. Yeah, I would try that, and then for this track, the gear is a little long.
Yeah.
And that combination with the like laziness down low, it's very responsive when it's above like 4,000.
Yeah.
But it's nothing below.
And I think
that.
the gearing kind of hurts that too.
Right.
Because if
Yeah,
it had
for
like,
sure. It's a tad long for this track.
Yeah.
For sure.
What? I'm just listening, learning.
But yeah, the Ackerman thing, and then you gotta be like when the next track we go, next time you drive this, just try to be on the gas a full second before you think you need to be.
Okay.
And it will allow you to start driving up onto people because you're gonna wait a second for it to come on to boost.
Yeah.
And you gotta wait a second for this heavy car to start moving.
Yeah.
So if you start getting on the gas earlier and earlier and earlier, you'll start driving up on everybody. The forward, like on throttle, like on one long sweeper in this car, if you didn't have a ton of angle, it would pull away from my car.
Yeah.
But like with how much angle it has and how heavy it is and that little bit of laziness, you got to be like on it.
Yeah.
Earlier to the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that last round I was just like baking them. I was like, that's tight.
Yeah, it runs good though. Like, stays cool.
What do you think about like the engine? Can you tell like the heaviness in the front, or does it?
It feels a little heavy, but these cars always feel heavy.
Yeah.
I was just coming from a supercharged car. The problem too, like it'll feel lighter when you get rid of that Ackerman too. Like
Really?
the parallel steer, it'll feel lighter in the front end.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to change that up. So, as you guys know, Chelsea Denofa is a pro driver. He's been driving Mustangs for how many years now? 3?
4.
4
Yeah,
years
this
now.
is my 4th year. Yep.
And he's super picky with his like car setup and everything. So he's like dialed in his. So this is probably like the best guy I could have to actually drive this thing and tell me what's.
And raise the rear a little bit.
Okay. It's probably better for towing a trailer too, because it drags on the ground when you hit bumps.
Yeah,
So.
for sure. It looks sweet, but you got to have these pretty high in the back.
Yeah. Well, sweet.
Sweet. Thanks for letting me rip it.
Yeah, thanks
I
for.
can't say I've ever driven a JZ powered.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get my EcoBoost one going now.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
Guys, check this out.
So we got a Datsun 510, obviously turboed, similar intercooler setup to what I have. It's got some Evo 8 Recaros in there. It's probably K or SR. Got a cage in it. Super sick. So I seen this thing roll in. He did a couple laps basically at the end of the day. But yeah, super sweet having Chelsea drive the car.
Hell yeah.
Now I have a little bit of you know, I guess I could work out some more bugs, get it to feel a little better.
Yeah.
Which I feel like I'm like a weird driver. I just adapt to whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's just kind of it. So
But you got to make a 4,000-pound car fast somehow.
yeah.
4,200-pound car probably.
So when we get back to Colorado, I'm gonna do E85 and
Yeah.
you know,
For sure.
turn it up a little bit more.
I know, I've driven one like a 2J with a 3076 on E85. It's, the bottom end is sick.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, this, you just got this done, so the tune is good, but not
Yeah.
like probably dialed.
Yeah. It's pretty safe for like the
Yeah.
pump gas, road trip, tow trailers stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this this track day. The tires, we almost just did one set of new tires today, and they're not even done. They're like probably 50% tread left. We just kind of burned off some of a little bit of the ones from the other track day where they started bubbling and stuff, so they went pretty quick. But I'm gonna try to get the trailer loaded up. Everybody around us is either working on their cars, loading stuff up. Fielding's doing compression chest. Chelsea broke an axle, like stub in his diff. So lots of things. Everybody's got to get out of here in about an hour.
Luke broke this.
Luke broke a diff.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much just gonna thrash to get out of here to go eat some more tacos, because I think everybody's going to that taco place, and then we're gonna head back to the Airbnb. And I'm super stoked because Jamie is actually flying in with Carson tomorrow, so they're gonna come out and hang out with us for the final days of the trip, because we got a huge Airbnb. But I guess let's get this party cleaned up. So we just got finished eating at this little taco place, basically the same place we made that little montage earlier. We brought everybody back, and everybody really liked it. So if you guys are ever here, this place is freaking amazing. Headed out to the Airbnb right now, but Fielding Shredder's car actually broke down, had some electrical issues, and just like right down the street. Adams Motorsports Park is literally like right down the hill. So I towed him with the trailer, which was kind of interesting with twin disc, all that stuff. But we got him up here, and I think he's getting a tow truck now. I had these things strapped basically underneath the trailer, but I was always curious how this would work, and it worked out. So got fielding over here safe, but we're headed back to the Airbnb now. Look at that.
Brother, there's
Look at that.
brother, bud.
Look, there's my brother.
Brother.
It's probably a sister again. Alright, so Shredder's getting a AAA tow. Dan Brockett is 6 liter and out of here, and we are, I think we're all pretty much gonna head out and head over to the deal. Alright guys, so it is the next day. We made it to the Airbnb. We got cars parked on the grass, keeping everybody basically safe in here, but back behind the fence in California. But I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. We basically have 2 days of downtime, and then we're going to be at another track thrashing the car again. So I don't really need to do anything to it other than change tires and maybe change oil, something like that. But Jamie and baby Carson just got here, so I'm pretty stoked about that. We got a pool here, obviously not this one, but I just figured I'd come out to the front yard where we actually had some pretty stuff. But again, if you guys are liking this whole Drift Week content, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you guys want to subscribe, and be sure to follow on Instagram. We also did do a little bit of a photo video shoot with Larry Chin, so I think we might be doing like a Hoonigan autofocus episode, so that'll be pretty sweet. So be sure to stay tuned for that, and if you guys see it, freaking give it a thumbs up and give it a share. But I appreciate you guys watching. See you later.